Welcome to the game between Sonu's Battalion and Redhawks. Sonu's Battalion batting first. Score being 3 for no loss in the second over. Devinderjeet on strike, he is a left-hander. Bye signal by the umpire. Batsman probably beaten for pace over there. Looks like Kulwinder into the attack is bowling seam-ups. Strong driver down the ground, but well fielded by the mid-off fielder. So keeping it down to a dot ball. Batsman advances down the pitch and threads the gap between the cover fielder and the mid-off. Shashank cleaning up at the long off area, keeping it down to a single. Score moving on to 5 for no loss in 1.4 overs. Kulwinder coming around the wicket. Strong drive to the cover region. Redhawks have a fielder station the cover point area. Just a single taken by Devinderjeet. Second ball back on strike, last ball of the over. Ball hits the side netting past the first marker. Automatic 2 runs added. Batsman complete 2 runs, and since it hit the side netting past the first marker, 2 runs are added. Total 4 runs added to the total. 2 overs done, 10 for no loss. Sonu's Battalion have scored. Sonu's Battalion have scored 11 runs in 2 overs right now. Sikandar looking to pretty much, hit every ball out of the park, playing with positive intent. And then we have Sikandar over here as well. 7 runs of 10 balls. Not too many runs on the board. A very conservative start over here by the Battalions, but the key is to not lose wickets, and that's exactly what they've done. On the other hand, Rakshi has started off pretty well with just 2 singles. A big shot over there down the park, but just off a single, almost carried away, but not quite. And a nice push towards cover for a single. 4 singles back to back. One good thing is at least the rotating strike. Oh, that's a very poor ball by the bowler. Wide run, wide plus run. So that's a lot of runs there. That over that was looking really good, sort of derailed over there, and that released a lot of pressure off, battalions. Now they perhaps will not need or require a boundary. Again, a ball going down the leg. Batsman in trouble over there, but he made it back just in time. And that brings us to the end of the third over. And 17 for no loss. Davinderjit on 4 and Sikandar on 8. We've got an 18 after 3 overs for no loss. We've got a new bowler in Kulwinder. And Kulwinder has been driven right down the ground. Misfield almost, but not good enough to go to a 4. But a good positive intent by Sikandar over there. Another shot down the ground just for a single. Good fielding over there by the team. Good cricket overall. Battalions have not been able to get boundaries, but one thing they've done really well is rotate strike. They've been somehow managed to sneak in singles, and another inside edge over there. Delivery that was going wide could have been left by the batter, but decided to attack, and this is something Sikandar's been doing all night. He's been going after the bowling, playing his shots, and we've got a brilliant shot down the ground for 6. What a wonderful shot by Sikandar. That's the sort of player he is. A player who is very attacking, who's very aggressive, someone who likes to go after the bowlers. That's exactly what he did with Kulwinder in his first over. Just notched it over here for a couple of singles and then came in with the big shot. Let's see if he can repeat it. And another beautiful shot driven through covers, cleaned off over there by the fielder just for a single. Good cricket overall, good cricket by Sikandar. Right after a 6, he didn't look to take an unnecessary chance. He just pushed it through covers for a single. So brilliant stuff. And a fantastic shot straight to the fielder just for a single. They almost carried, but in the end, good enough. With that, the 4th over comes to the end. 28 for no loss. Looks like we have a new bowler. Bowling change with Harshit into the attack now. Left arm fast bowler. After a decent start with a dot ball over here. I think Davinder's role right now is to just get Sikandar back on strike. Just rotate strike, take singles. Great cut shot over there. Batters are looking to run for just settle with 1. Good fielding overall. Good bowling overall. Decent cut shot as well. You usually see a lot of slugs and a lot of shots down and down. Very rarely you see good sweeps or cuts over here. As I said, another wonderful shot down the ground for 6. Sikandar and Davinder, both of them are proving to be hostile for the Redhawks. This opening partnership has moved to 36 in no time. They have been phenomenal and very positive with their intent. And with that, short ball straight onto the pads for just a single. And this is one thing that they've done really well tonight, where they are right after every boundary, they've been they've been able to take a single or a double, and that kept the scoreboard ticking. There were no dot balls in the innings. Even right now, if you see, even on the good balls, they've been able to get singles and they've been able to rotate strike. And I feel like that is probably something that Redhawks need to look at, and they need to get the right fielders in the right areas to stop those singles. Because if they don't stop the singles, then they're going to be in big trouble over here. That brings us to the end of the 5th over, and with that the Battalions have moved to 38 for no loss in 5 overs. I think we're going to see some off spin right now with Shashank coming into the attack. A very bold move here by the skipper to bring in a spinner over here. Usually good batters over here do like to go after the spinners, but sometimes the pitch does help the spinners as well.
38 for OC.
A poor start by Harjit over here, Shashank. Down the leg side, a big wide, and started off with 2 runs. Hopefully he can get his line and length a little bit, better, and he'll have to really bowl well because there's a left-hander and a right-hander on strike, so they'll have to adjust. Beautiful shot down the ground for super shot over there for 6. Davinder and Sikandar, both of them are looking absolutely, in form, and they're going after anything loose. You ball anything loose to them, they will take you to the cleaners. And like I said earlier, it's a very bold move by the captain to bring on a spinner right now, because both of them will fancy their chances against him. So it's either going to be a very big over, which it looks like it is going to be, or they might get lucky and even get a wicket in. Doesn't look like it, and they're not going to pick up wickets if this is the way they continue to ball. Another wide over here for 2 runs. An absolute another wide. Someone needs to talk to the bowler, someone needs to see what's going on with him, make sure his nerves are okay. They need to give him a lot of confidence here because this is going nowhere. With that, Battalions move to 50 in no time, 50 for no loss in 6 overs. Coming down the ground, quick single, cut off over there. 51 for no loss after 6 overs. Battalions are off to a wonderful start. Redhawks need to do a lot of catching up. With crucial wickets, they need quick wickets in quick sessions over here, and hopefully they can throw the ball to a bowler who can deliver for them and bring them back into the game. But right now, the chances of that are very slim. A lot of chances in that delivery. There was a chance of a catch and sort of a run out as well, but unlucky for Redhawks, nothing really happened or worked for them. Very lucky for the batters though. One thing I noticed is better to keep things a little slow over here and change your pace up. That is one thing that I feel like the bowlers need to do regularly to ensure that they sort of keep the batter guessing. And again, a poor delivery for wide. No, not wide. Nothing. Looks like there was some pad with the tie pad. The umpire has not even given that a wide, and he's saying it's clipped the pad, which is very shocking and surprising in my opinion. But Good shot down the ground, but a fielder is there in place for that. Just a signal. Another ball going down the leg for wide. This is something that the Redhawks need to look at because they're bowling way too many extras, way too many wides. It's releasing the pressure off. And with that, just see, that's exactly what you have to do. Ball stump to stump, ball it into the pitch, use the surface that you have with, uneven bounce. And with the way Sikander is playing his leg, just looking to hit the ball hard, that wicket was all within cards. But it's a very big setback for someone like Battalions to lose a big wicket like that in second. He was looking very dangerous and looking very good. But at least some positive for the Redhawks after a very long time for them to come in and perform the way that they have after that shaky start with the ball. Finally something went their way and they were able to get a wicket with the over. With that, the team wickets down, 56 for 2, another setback for Battalions. Looks like RQ is off to a very, very good start. 2 quick wickets, and this is exactly what I was talking about, 2 quick wickets. And that's exactly what Battalions managed to get in. A very different sort of a bowler. We don't see too many of these Chinese in indoor cricket. But Akhil really needs to ensure that he gets his line and length right and he becomes a little more consistent with where he pitches. Because if not, he can be taken to corners. Batters will find it very easy to score boundaries of him. So it's very, very important that he gets his line and length right and we don't see too many wides from him. 2 new batters on the crease over here. Brilliantly nudged over there for a single. And I think both these batters will look to kind of consolidate, build in a partnership and get a few runs. Sonu Battalion going a bit slow here at 9 runs in a row. Typically we see this competition teams going at about 12 runs an over and eventually reaching about 120 and 30.
Solid cut shot there by the batsman. 2 runs down to the point region. We have Harshit back into the attack. Harshit Sabharwal. Start of his third over. 16 for 1.
Harshit back into the attack over here after a decent first over. And the Sonu Battalions are 67 for 2 at the end of 9 overs. A brilliant ball over there. That's where he needs to be the entire night. If he can keep bowling at that spot, I'm sure he's going to do wonders for not just him but the entire team as well. Better no? Wonderful shot over there again. Big swing to mid wicket over there, but straight to the fielder. That's something that the battalions have to try and do. Try and hit gaps, pick more gaps, try and rotate strike, and also hit the odd boundary because boundaries are also very important over here. Good shot over there, straight up in the air. There's no one at square leg, no one at fine leg, just one fielder hanging there at deep mid wicket. Very easy pickings over there, easy couple of runs for the battalions, which helps them move to 70 for 2 after 9 overs. So in terms of run rate, they've been doing fine. And and 6 overs, 6 to 7 overs still remaining. It's going to be very interesting to see how Akil goes about his over here. Very crucial over, in my opinion, of some good left arm spin. That's too short. He's very lucky that that ball didn't go, or that ball isn't put away, for a boundary. But I guarantee you, maybe an informed batter would have butchered that delivery for a boundary. So very lucky. He needs to pitch that ball up, or it's going to be, cake or walk in the park for. Oh my God! Another full toss. Like I was saying, if Akil is not gonna pitch that ball, and if he's not going to, get his line and length right, he will be taken to cleaners. And that was a very poor delivery. So two very poor deliveries to start off with. A wonderful shot by Muzammil. I think Muzammil is looking very good now. He's back in form. That's a much better delivery. Now that is exactly where I want Akil to go. And Akil has been, someone who can prove to be a wicket taker as well for the Redhawks. So he's a very important player in this team, and it's very imperative that he bowls well in the middle overs over here. Some fantastic running by the battalions, very quick between the wickets. Good couple of runs over there by the batters, and they've been doing a phenomenal job in terms of running between the wickets tonight. And with that, their total has reached 280 as well. So their run rate is very fine, and they're maintaining a good run rate, and they've laid a platform right now to go big. Unfortunately, that ball sort of stayed low, and the batter wasn't able to, get underneath that one. Very lucky for the bowler and for the fielding side over there.
But hopefully Akil can finish on a stronger note over here. He's been taken to cleaners this over, but again, very nicely managed by the batter. Just sort of flicked towards square leg for a single, and that brings us to the end of the 10th over. And Battalion's 82 for two, and I think they have put down a decent platform over here to go big in the next 5 to 6 overs, and with that, I feel like the bowling team needs to step up over here, and it'll be very interesting to see if what kind of bowlers and what kind of plans they're going to employ right now to restrict the battalions off to a total that is somewhat chaseable. 82 for 2, 10 overs. 11th over now. With that, a new bowler into the attack, Javier. Right arm leg spin. They have some very good leg spinners in this lineup. We saw Chinaman in Akil, and we've got Javier over here bowling right arm leg spin. So they've got some good variety. It's all about ensuring that they are able to, you know, pitch that ball in the right spot, get the line and length right. If they can do that, and I think if they can pick a couple of more wickets in quick succession, I think Redhawks will be back into this game. But right now things are looking very tough for them, and I feel like 130 is on the cards right now if both of these batters stay in for the next 2 or 3 overs. Very poor ball by Javier. Full toss and wide. Lucky it was not a little bit straighter, because if it was, I think Muzammil would have taken that and smashed it outside the ground. And that ball was even wider. That should have been a no ball in my opinion. But that was just this is extremely poor, and Jerry really needs to get back his rhythm and form. Switches sides. I'm not sure if that's going to switch his luck, but so far nothing has been working for Red Hawks. Every new bowler that comes in seems to be struggling a lot, and this is something that they need to work on. Like batting partnerships, there's also something called like bowling partnerships, and unfortunately, every time we see a decent over, the next bowler that comes in just goes for a lot of runs and for boundaries and takes off the pressure of that you know really well bowled last over. So this is something that the Red Hawks need to look at as well. They need to bowl consistently good overs back to back to really apply the brakes and take wickets regularly. Because if not, battalions are gonna cruise and put up a very big total, which is gonna be very hard for them to chase down. Another full toss, again poor length, poor line, full toss down the leg stump. Um, it's lucky that the boundaries are only straight over here, because otherwise that ball would have been a six in any park in outdoor cricket. So very average or mediocre first over by JV. Even though a lot of people might say not a lot of runs were scored. There were like what, 4 dot balls, but the problem is there were like 2 wides, which went for 4 runs. And if you actually look at the quality of that last over, I think the batters were not able to really make use of some of the bad balls, and it just went straight to the fielder's hands. But overall, I think you know things are looking a little tough for the Red Hawks. But at the same time, battalions will be targeting at least 130 from here. So from that, to get to that point, they need some fireworks. And with that, good first ball by Govinder, who was taken to cleaners in his first and the second over, and he's back into the attack. We have started off with a good dot ball over there. Muzammil with another wild swing. And all batters are trying to sneak with another one. And a loud appeal over there. Umpire is not interested at all. And good thinking, good presence of mind by the batters to get that extra single in. And they'll need to do that as well. Boundaries are important, but running between the wickets, taking quick singles, all of that is extremely important as well. So looking at all of that, I feel like Looks like there's a field change as well. That's going to be interesting to see how Kulwinder bowls now. And a wonderful shot straight to the fielder's hands, but he has dropped it. He has dropped it, and the ball has gone for Redhawks will be extremely upset with that effort by Rajput over there at mid off, and that was a chance. So you have to take your catches because catches win matches, and drop catches like that will seriously dent um, Redhawks and the confidence and the team morale overall as well. Because it's not easy to create wicket-taking chances over here. So for them to do that, and then your fielders don't support you, it's a little tough on the bowler as well. And it's not easy to take catches here. There are a lot of lights above, and then the weather is a little cold as well. So there's that element as well. But overall, I still feel like that was a regulation catch. I should have taken. Again, full toss. A lot of full tosses over here. Misfield again. Went straight through the fielder's hand. And just for a single. Another big heave by Muzamil that completely missed everything over there. With that, that brings us to the end of the 13th over, 96 for 2. I think the battalions have uh, you know, sort of gone downwards in terms of the amount of runs that they would have liked to score, would have liked to be at this stage. It's looking at especially the start that they got. New bowling. Actually, no, it is a very, very mediocre start again. Poor start by Javier, two wides. That'll help the battalions to get closer to that 100. Good cut shot over there. Just a single. One away from 100 now. Muzamil playing a very good knock, 25 of 17. Amanpreet at 9 of 14. Really needs to get going now. And Javier, on the other hand, is doing much better compared to his last over. And with that said, a fantastic shot, but straight to the bowler's, straight to the fielder's hand over there. Govindo taking a wonderful catch. And unlucky again, Muzammil. That ball was there to be hit. That ball was there to be taken to the boundary, but unfortunately, he just couldn't middle it. Couldn't get all of the bat on it. So just unfortunately found the fielder and a tall fielder, so his long hands and long levers did end up taking that catch. And he'd be a little upset with himself. He was just one short of taking the team to 100, but losing wickets at this crucial stage can dent Battalion because they would have liked to get around 125, 130 from looking at the start that they got. But unfortunately, they're losing wickets at the wrong time. But with that comes in a very good batter in form, the man of the match in the last game, Amrinder, who hit a brilliant 30 odd, taking the bowlers to, the cleaners, to be honest. Literally hit every bowler that bowled to him. So he's the danger man right now, and the stage has been set for some fireworks for him to come in and just, smash his way and smash and take the team to a big total. A wonderful shot over there, very good looking shot by Aminder. Like I said, the first ball that he faced, 6, and this guy is looking like another player altogether. With that, the 100-run mark has come up for Battalions at the 13th over, and another poor ball by Jay, wide, and takes the team to 107 for 3 after 13 overs. 107 for 3 after 13 overs. A very poor over from Javier. and Redhawks are in some trouble. Redhawks are definitely in some trouble now. And if they don't get Amrinder out, and if they don't get Amanpreet out, because Amanpreet is also looking very good now with that six that he just hit, and Amrinder still has to face. So overall, I think they really need to pick up these two wickets. If not, they're going to be in danger. Rakshit comes into the attack, just one single, and that's 109 for three. Brings Amrinder on strike. Actually brings Amanpreet on strike. Score still needs to be updated over there. So Rakshit has been one of the better bowlers for Redhawks today. A lot is hanging on his shoulder. Unlucky over there for the bowler buys, and keeper sort of missed that, but good running again between the batters. 110 for 3 after 13.2, and now Amrinder is back on strike. Good swing over there just for a single. Ami has been looking in form over here. Oh, wonderfully bowled, very well disguised slow ball over there by Rakshit. I've been very impressed with the way that he's been bowling, and he's doing a phenomenal job for the Redhawks over here. 111 for 3, and what a way to apply the brakes over here. Again, wonderful bowling right into the death hole. Tight run over there, and direct hit would have got him, but just gone for a single. And this is what Redhawks need. This is exactly what Redhawks need. This is the sort of bowlers that they needed for someone to support Rakshit as well, because he's been the lone warrior over here for Redhawks. Coming down the wicket, and a big heave to mid wicket for a couple of runs. And overall, very very good over by Rakshit over there. He'd be very proud of what he has done in his 3 over spell, and will probably be the one to bowl 4th over as well, that final over. But as we speak, Sonu Battalions have reached 140 after 14 overs, and they've only lost 3 wickets, which means that they do have a lot of batting left as well. And Amrinder and Amanpreet both are looking good. Amrinder, like I mentioned, was the man of the match in the last game. He's in very good form, and then Amanpreet over here as well is it's hit a few boundaries. A new bowler has come into the attack over here, I think, with Abhi. It's going to be very interesting to see how Abhi goes about his spell or his over. Not a bad ball over there, just short of the fielder, but they were able to get 1 run. A very poor ball, very very poor ball by the bowler over here. Um, this is something the Redhawks really need to look at, because the amount of wides that they have bowled is very very surprising. And I think perhaps almost a good 30% of the runs by Battalions are thanks to the extras bowled by the Redhawks. A rare dot ball over there, and that's exactly what Abhi needs to do. Make sure that he maintains that line and length, and verify his pace to keep the batter guessing and judging. Wonderful, wonderful work over there by Abhi. and it's definitely slowed things down over here for the battalions. So two good overs back to back so far with no boundaries. One Rashid is superb, and then Abi is not. He's really kept things tight over here as well. Three dot balls. Again, straight to the fielder. Chance of a run out, missed by the keeper. Bad throw, and a quick single sneaked in over there by Ami. A lot of run out chances. A lot of run out chances. And that's a big swing, taken the edge, well kept by the keeper as well. Wicket down. Ami loses his wicket at a very crucial stage. And Abi, after a very decent over on the final ball, did end up picking the wicket up. And he did start a little, off and out of rhythm, but he managed to, pull things back. Bowled in a few dot balls and got a few, single, like ensured that the boundaries were, contained, and then did end up picking a wonderful wicket there at the end. So very impressed with the last two overs. The last two overs have definitely helped bring the Hawks back into the game. But Vicky over here is the new batter, and he has perhaps a lot to do as well for this last over, which is again a 10 ball over, and will be played with normal cricketing rules. So 10 balls, that will last 10 balls, and the Battalions are 118. The score is 118 for 4 after the 15th over. So 10 balls left, and I think the Battalions would want to at least score around 135, 130, in these last 10 balls. It will be very interesting to see how um, they tackle this over from Rakshit. Rakshit, who has been brilliant in this game, to be honest, just giving 18 runs in just 3 overs and really drilled the Yorkers. It's not going to be easy to put him away. And like I said, it's not going to be easy to put him away. And allowed appeal by the bowlers for caught behind, but umpires not interested at all. But more importantly for Redhawks, it's a dot ball, which is something very rare, something that we've not seen too much of in today's game. But 118 for 4. Again, tried to make room, but into the pads, missed it. Quick singles taken over there, but again, another very good ball by Rakshit. I think one thing that Vicky and Amanpreet need to do is, maybe instead of making too much room for themselves, maybe come down the pitch and get closer to the ball and take that, because Rakshit is bowling it into the pitch. So if they do come down a little, they'll be able to make that good length or short length ball a full length. And with the ball not bouncing too much, I think they're better off coming down the pitch with that bat swing to really get that elevation needed to hit a boundary. So I feel like tactics could be better over here in this last over. And just blindly swinging is not going to help anyone. Not going to help the batter, not going to help Battalions. It will definitely help the Redhawks and Rakshit as well. So overall, a very good over. 3 dot balls, one leg by. A disaster of a end to Battalions, because they would have expected a little more from the batters. But again, as we say, we've seen this time and time again today. After a good 3 or 4 good balls, the bowler ends up bowling wide. And this time the batter was able to sneak in another one, so 2 wides over there. Extras is something that they really will hurt them. If they lose this game today, Redhawks, they will definitely go in there on extras. Finally, something connects, and they got it onto the bat with just 1 run. Not good enough for a boundary. Oh, just missed the stumps over there, but somehow the batters managed to sneak in from the single, and walk over there again with our Raptors. I've been very impressed the way they actually this ball. Been brilliant for the Redhawks. Really pulled them back into the game. Because at one point it looked like Battalions we can end up scoring a very, very good total, but thanks to Rakshit, they've been able to really come back into the game. At the same time, Battalion still have a decent score, and let's see if they can make use of the last two balls. Very well disguised slow ball over there. But I have no idea, no idea. Dot balls right now is golden. Bowling dot balls right now will definitely help, Red Hawks, and this is something that they need more of. Uh, and thanks to the tight bowling by Rakshit, you know, batter tried to take on a single which was not there at all, solely due to the amount of pressure and the amount of less balls left. And they have to run for every ball pretty much. And unfortunately, a run out over there. It's been a very good last over these last 10 balls. I mean, not a lot of runs at all, just 4 or 5 runs. That also leg buys and wides, nothing off the bat. So it's very, very, very shocking to see this from Battalions. To be honest, I was expecting a much better performance from them overall, but they haven't been able to connect and hit those boundaries that were required in the last few overs. And with that chip to a square leg for a couple, no fielder over there. And that brings us to the end of the first innings. And with that, Sonu's Battalions have managed to put up a total of 125. Again, they put up 125 last game as well. They managed to put up the exact same score again of 125. And it looked like at one stage they could even hit 135, 140. But I think Rakshit and company did ball a very good last few overs to bring them back into the game. And really did apply the brakes, and now they have a total which is somewhat defendable or somewhat chaseable. And 125 in 100 balls is a target that's very well manageable, for any team to take down. So I think they have a good score on board. I think Battalions have defended 125 against Dolphins as well, so they have a decent bowling lineup and they have a decent attack to defend 125. But at the same time, I think Redhawks has an equal chance if their batters get in and make those singles, take those singles, and take those doubles, and hit that odd boundary and get off to a good start and use the power play well. I think we can see a very good game of cricket, and this is going to be a very close contest, a very exciting contest. It's going to be very interesting to see how things go. But anyways, we'll be back for the second innings in 5 minutes. Thank you. Join us then.
Huh? Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Redhawks having a good start here, 23 for 2. They have lost 2 wickets in the process, but they're maintaining a healthy strike rate, run rate. My apologies, of 6 runs and over. However, they do need to step up because the run rate is 8 runs and over. And as I say, that's the commentator's jinx, right? Kulwinder blasts one straight down the ground, 6 runs added to total.
I can use this.
Flip it on. Sit it or flip it on.
Thank you. I'll hold it. For two,
That's good. That's all.
30 for 2 after 4 overs, and 96 still required after 13 overs. Kulwinder batting at 12 of 5, looking very, very good. And Rakshit as well, who had a brilliant spell with the ball into the attack as well. And Wish over here started off really nicely. So looks like we have a very interesting contest. Oh, wonderful shot over here again. Almost took the camera as well. Fantastic shot by Kulwinder, looking very, very good, looking in form. And Wish over here, if he continues to, pitch it up like this, it's going to be a big issue for, the Battalions over here. Another fantastic shot for 2 runs. Some hesitation over there between the batters, but somehow he managed to make it back in time. But Kulwinder has made his intentions clear. He's going for shots. He's playing with a positive mindset, positive intent, despite losing a couple of wickets. Oh, that's wide. That's not really going to help the Battalions. So it's very, very important that they cut down on these extras, because otherwise, with the way Redhawks are playing, boundaries plus extras, they'll chase this target down in no time. And that's exactly what they need. They need more dots. That's what they need to focus on, creating dot balls. It's not about taking too many wickets or going for wicket taking deliveries, because that will happen automatically. What you really need right now is you need dot balls. And if you can get in dot balls, wickets will come automatically. With that, that brings us to the end of the fifth over. RCC are 42 for 2. Kulwinder batting at 22 of 10, looking extremely good, and then Rakshit playing the supporting role of 5 of 8. They still require 84 from 12 balls, a task which is very much possible. A couple of wickets more, and the Battalions will be right back into this game. But this pair looks very dangerous. This pair looks like they're in business, and this pair, are looking like they're in form, and they are looking to chase this target down. They're on track to do that. Very nicely guided to third man over there for a quick single by Rakshit to bring Kulwinder back on strike. And Kulwinder I think he's going to go for it. I don't think he's the type of player who's going to nudge it and take singles. I think Kulwinder is looking to hit the ball hard, looking for boundaries, looking for sixes and fours, and really take the attack to the bowler. And like I said, what a fantastic shot, clean hitting. What a beautiful shot for 6 over cow corner. And no one moved, not a single soul moved. Everyone stood still. That's how good that shot was. Very nice swing of the bat, which takes the Redhawks to 50. Very well bowled. Good change up over there with the slow ball. Good running between the wickets by the batters as well. The score is 51 for 2 after 5.3. Rakshit on strike. Rakshit doing and playing extremely smartly, rotating strike, taking that single, bringing back Kulwinder, so he can do whatever he's doing. And I think the one word to describe Kulwinder right now is destruction. He's in destruction mode. He's attacking every bowler. Another short ball pulled over square leg for a couple of runs. And this is definitely not the line or length to bowl to Kulwinder over here. He is really looking good. And one thing that both these batters have done well is rotate strike. They've both rotated strike really well. And Rakshit over there trying to be a little too creative, with that nudge of his on the offside. I think that should have been flicked to square leg or mid wicket. But I think he tried to play the same shot a little too many times. But over there, dot ball to end the over. With that, Redhawks move to 54 for 2 after 6 overs, and they require 72 of 11 overs. 72 of 11 overs. Davinder in, the new bowler for Redhawks. I mean for Sonu's Battalions. Very well played again by Rakshit, driven to covers for just single or double actually, ran two over there. I've been very impressed with Rakshit, the way he's played this game. He has bowled his heart out. He's doing it with the bat for the team as well, playing a very important knock and supporting Kovinder over here. And just 65 left now, and they're rotating straight really well. And 125 is a target that's not really easy to, chase down, but it looks like they're going to do this comfortably if these two bat on for another 3 or 4 overs. Rakshit again trying to do the same thing, sort of nudge it down to third man over there, but he's not going to get it all the time, so he needs to play, I think, the cut shot or flicks and pulls. Little uppish over here, straight to a point. Like I said, the bowler and the fielding team had kind of worked out where his scoring areas was and really went after that. And straight to point over there. Interesting. Oh, what a good ball to end the over there by Davinder. Sorry, beg your pardon, there's one more ball left. Jerry is the new batter, he's on strike. Again, just straight to point over there again. Very good over by Davinder. Brought them right back into the game. 61 for 3 after 7 overs. Needs 65 of 10. Amrinder into the attack, and first ball 6. What a welcome to Amy. Kulvinder is seeing the ball like no one else. I mean, this guy is literally, waiting on any bad ball and will punish you for 6. 37 of just 15. And he continues, but this time straight into the fielder's hand. One too many, and that's a big wicket for Battalions. And Kulvinder was looking so good and was so important for Redhawks, but tried to hit the ball a little too many times for 6. He was not looking to rotate at all, which did end up backfiring. And unfortunately, wonderful innings comes to an end, and we have 2 new batters. On the crease, and still 59 required of 9 overs. Amrinder again with a solid breakthrough for the team. New batter on the crease is Yug, and with that, Redhawks have got to 69 for 4 after 7.3. Need 57 of 9 overs. Yug on strike, and a brilliant ball over there to the new batter. And this partnership is going to be very important for Redhawks. They really need to, ensure that more wickets are not lost because they have lost a few wickets in quick succession. It's really up to Jay, Veer, and you to really build a partnership right now for the Redhawks. And unfortunately, that's not the case. Very poor shot selection, a very poor, judgment. I don't know what the batsman is complaining about because that was a clean catch. Very poor shot selection. It was not required at this time. You just lost a wicket, and then for you to again throw your wicket away like that was really uncalled for. I know it's important to get the runs going, and it's important to keep up with the run rate, but not right after you lost the wicket. You should have consolidated a little bit and taken some hit on the wicket. Unfortunately, Yug didn't think so, and he just swung again and found the field. A brilliant catch taken by Goldie. And with that, the troubles for Redhawks have increased. They're looking in a very tricky situation with half the team out now. 69 for 5, need 57, 9 overs, and a very poor ball there to end the over by Anwinder. Double wicket over, but just gone. The last ball just went for 2, 3 actually. So that takes the total to 72 for 5 after 8 overs, with 54 still required after 9. Ravinder back into the attack after a very good previous over. This is a lot of this is something that the Redhawks need to do a lot of if they are going to chase this total down because they've already lost 5 wickets and 5 wickets left. So they really have to ensure that more wickets are not lost, and they really build up some sort of a partnership over here and get something on the ball and take them close to the total. But good shot over there down the ground for just a single by JV. New batsman in Harshit. A good defense over there, but unfortunately this is not Pinball Test Battalion on here. They need to get strike, they need to find the right boundary now because the run rate is slowly creeping up. 52 still required of 8 overs. Half the team is out. Wide ball again. Need a lot of wides. Redhawks hope that there's a very poor bowling performance over here from this point onwards. That will definitely help them. But other than the few extras and wides that the battalions have bowled, overall it looks like they have really bowled well and fielded well with all their catches and catches were catches. Overall, they have been very good today. Even in the previous game, the bowling was very good. In this game, the bowling has been good. And that brings us to the end of the ninth over, and Redhawks have scored 76 for 5 after 9 and need 50 of 8 overs. 50 still required of 8 overs is very much doable. But the problem is the amount of wickets they have in hand and whether they can continue to rotate strike and get that boundary. But doesn't look like it because Vicky over here has started off his over with a dot ball. Called left arm fast ball looking very called right arm fast ball actually looking very, very good. And another ball with just started the field over there. The partner Vicky is a left arm fast bowler as well. So they have a variety of some good left arm fast bowlers and some good right arm fast bowlers on the side battalions. Another good shot, ball in the air, but between both the fielders. And just unlucky over there, battalions, but good enough for the Redhawks to sneak in a single. With that, the Redhawks have moved to 80 for 5, 9.3. So the run rate is still okay, and they should be able to manage it, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to. That's exactly what they need to do. Flick and take a lot of singles and doubles. Oh, there's a miscommunication over there and a run out. Run out. This is the last thing that the Redhawks needed. This is why communication is so important in cricket and between batters. And we see oftentimes that run-outs usually happen over here when pressure is created. And that's exactly what the battalions have done really well. Create pressure by soaking up the boundary options and just allowing the batters to fill in the gaps and take singles and doubles. And that's the trap the Red Hawks fell into. And somehow the Battalions managed to pick up another wicket. Again, brilliant fielding, good presence of mind, and some really, really horrendous stuff from the Red Hawks team. Because Davey over there is looking good. But now what's going to happen is all the other batters that are going to come are going to be very, hesitant in taking those quick singles and stuff because they cannot afford to lose more wickets to run out. They probably will not take that risk. Oh, toss over there. Oh, put away by the batter. Just for a couple of runs again. Overall, that brings us to the end of the 10th over. Redhawks are 84 for 6, requiring 42 of 7 overs. "42 required of 7 overs, 42 required of 7 overs. But that looks like the opening bowler Pradeep is back into the attack, and 7 overs left. Yeah, 10 completed. Akil on strike, Harshit as well. Both of them will have to put in some sort of a partnership over here. It looks like the big hitting batters in Kulwinder and all have got out now, so it's really up to them to really take the team through. And Pradeep, if he continues to bowl like that, Red Hawks will have no problem in chasing this total down. That's a much better ball, still close to the wide line, but good enough. Good comeback, I guess, with the dot ball over there. This is something that the batters need to rotate strike. They need to take singles and doubles pretty much on every ball. That's it. Now straight to the fielder, and they have not run 2 dot balls back to back over there for the Red Hawks. 40 for 6.3. Looks like it's going to be a very tough ask from here. They have only 4 wickets remaining, so the responsibility, like I said, lies on this pair over here. Nice paddle sweep over there for a couple of runs. Very interesting shot selection, but they're moving very close to their target as we speak. The extras are helping them, and if they can continue this up, take the game deep, who knows if last few overs might be some really good overs for the Redhawks, and they might actually manage to chase this down. Again, very nicely played to third man over there for a single. And with that, that brings us to the end of the 11th over, and Redhawks have managed to score 89 for 6, requiring 37 of 6 overs. Pretty much runnable. This game has become very, very interesting. Looks like we're going to have a very close finish over here. And I think the key to success for both teams will be the fielding. If they can somehow, you know, take their catches and field well, that'll ensure that the battalions will end up on top of this game. And on the other hand, for the Redhawks, they will need to ensure the running in between wickets is spot on, and they don't take unnecessary risk and just manage to do exactly what they're doing right now. Knock it around, take the couple of runs, tick closely, tick closer towards the 125 total. Cool. It's looking very good. 8 of 10. Allowed appeal over there by the bowlers, but the umpire is not interested at all. Red dot ball again. Vicky again coming back from second over, looking very good. Really, ensuring that Red Hawks don't get too many boundaries. Oh, wonderful shot over there to mid-wicket, but just managed to get in a single. What a fan. And there's a loud appeal over there, but the umpires don't seem to be interested. The players look dejected. "94 for 6 after 12 overs, 32 required in 5 overs. 32 required in 5 overs. Looks like we've got a decent game, a very exciting game on cards. Akil and Harshit, two surprising teams who are taking Red Hawks closer to that total. It's really up to the battalions and the bowling unit and the fielding unit to really sort of restrict Red Hawks before 125. And with that, we have a bowling change. DJ back into the attack. Good ball. The batter thought that was a no ball, but he was sadly mistaken over there. He should let the umpire do his thing. And Very, very good ball over there by DJ. Very good start to the over here for the Battalions. Oh, very good again. Straight to the fielder. And that was no run. That should have never been a run. I'm not quite sure what was going on over here. There's a lot of hesitation, a lot of fighting, a lot of. The batter is extremely pissed. This is scenes that this is very, very sad to see from the Redhawks. They should not. This is something that should not be displayed on the cricket field. But anyways, the total is 94 for 6 after 12 overs. Need around 32 to win from 5 overs. 32 required in 5 overs. 4 wickets left. Yeah, I understand that runouts and miscommunications can happen, and you know emotions can sort of come out. But still, I feel like players, we're all mature players. I feel like emotions should be controlled, and especially anger, especially at your own team, is something that is not good to see on the field, especially with the sport and cricket. It's against the spirit of the game. But anyways, coming back to the game, for some reason the scorecard is sort of still needs to be updated here, so hopefully that will happen as we speak. But look at Davinder, he's bowled a brilliant over, two dot balls and a wicket, a game changing over in my opinion. Look extremely, extremely good. Oh, down, wide, not given by the umpire. Batter extremely surprised. It's all happening out there in the middle. What a drama. It's all happening. Just the one run of this over so far. 7 wickets down as well. The new batting is ready. Oh, what a shot. What a timely shot over here by Harshit. Fantastic shot. Ruined what was looking like a very good over. Smashed him for 6. What a way to end the over. It's so important for a fast bowler or any bowler to ensure that you have your last and the first bowler to bowl, on target. But unfortunately, Davinder wasn't able to end on a good note, and that brings up the 100 for the Redhawks. And they only require 25 now of 4 overs. 25 of 4 overs, pretty much one ball situation. And things are not looking good for Sonu's Battalion over here, but still anyone's game. It's going to be a very, very close game. It's going to be a very interesting game. And it looks like it's going down the line. Oh, quick single taken again over there by the batters. A lot of pressure on the fielders, I feel like. We've seen slight misfields as well. Not collecting the ball cleanly, and all this thing happens when there's a lot of pressure on you. It's a test of nerves, my friend. It's a test of nerves. Very good ball over there. And still that good ball went for single as well. I'm shocked. I don't know how that ball went for a single. That should have never been a single. Looks like the fielder is a little tired and cold as well. But that should have never been a single. Kudos to the batter, especially for that. Again, another good run. Gone right way the ball is not. Something again that should have been stopped. One thing that the Redhawks have managed to do well, it's not good. They've lost some crucial wickets, but whenever a bad ball has presented, they've always seized the opportunity and smashed it for a boundary. and always followed it with some big singles and doubles. Another brilliant shot over the covers. Another two taken, and that looks like the batter has made it back in time. The umpire is not interested. And great, exceptional running between the wickets right now by the Red Hawks. Vicky over here would like to probably target with Yorkers that would be goal over here. Reverse shoot over here. I don't know if that shot was really needed. And LBW given finally some good news for the battalions as well. And with just 18 needed, Redhawks have lost their 8th wicket and they have only 2 wickets remaining now. And Battalion seems like they're right back in the game. It's going to be a very interesting contest, very close contest. Still don't know who's going to end up on top. Two balls still left for this over, and Vicky would like to end on a good note. Finish strong over here. Perhaps top balls, maybe somehow they'll be looking at. If they can pick up another wicket, I think right back probably forward still. But right now it's very evenly balanced. It looks like anyone can win this game right here. Just depends on who are able to more than the ballers can cut down on the extras. The batters can just do the basics and they don't strike. That's all they need to do. They don't need boundaries from here. They just need to rotate strike. Singles and doubles can win the game. And a forward defense and dot ball over there. And that brings us to the end of the fourth, end of the 14th over. And Red Hawks requiring 18 of 3 overs. 18 of 3 overs, pretty much runnable, but the problem is they have only 3 wickets in hand. So it's going to be very interesting to see. They just need one good over. The Tigers, if they can pick out one wicket, that will really change things and make it very, very hard for the Red Hawks to chase the score. It's a very big over coming up right now, very crucial over. And it's going to be very interesting to see who the captain is going to trust. I think he's gone through his opening fast ball and Vishnu. I think that's the right decision. So Vishnu has done a decent job this game. And it's imperative that he gets his alignment right and he doesn't bowl those extras that we sometimes see in the ball. It's very important that he's spot on right from ball one because he doesn't have too much leeway out there. A good ball over there on defense. A lot of chatter in the field over here. The batting team as well looking very excited. The captain has brought the field in to ensure the cut down on the singles. And it looks like it's going to be a very interesting contest. Very evenly poised between both teams over here. Anyone's game. Oh, down the leg side over there. Kind of tried to sneak in a run, but unfortunately he was not able to get through. Umpire not interested. A lot of drama. Everything's happening out there in the middle. And with that, the Redhawks need still requiring 18 of 2.4. They have to to rotate strike. They have to rotate strike. They have to get those singles and doubles going. What a brilliant ball. Unfortunately, Sonu sneaked through to square leg and they were able to manage to get a single in. But that brings the new batter on strike with Robbie yet to face his first ball. It's going to be very interesting to see how he goes about his business over here. Not easy for a new batter to come in, especially under pressure and score runs. Try to improvise over there. Almost hit the stumps. He went right over the stumps, keeping his feet, and batters were able to sneak in for another one over here. 110, 16 needed in 2.2. Looks like we're in for a very exciting rush. Again, a very much needed dot ball. Dot balls is the way to go here for the bowling side. But this situation, dot balls are great. And that will end up creating a lot of pressure and will bring out a rash shot from the batters. That's exactly what the Battalion doing right now. Good shot. Unfortunately, too straight. Hit the stumps. And what a brilliant over by Vishnu over there. And just 2 runs of that over. And 110 for 8. 16 runs needed of 2 overs. Discussion going on in the middle over there on who should be given the penultimate over and who should be kept to the final. Some big decisions to make here for the and the ball is and the batters really need to ensure that they can't have 2 runs. They really need to get a lot of runs in this one. Big swing and a miss. Not looking good from the Redhawks. Sort of slowed down over here. They're missing everything. They're missing everything. And I don't know what the batter is complaining about because that's not wide at all. And he really needs to get back on ball here. Rotate strike, get the singles going here. Oh my god, that's a wide. A rare wide over there by Devin after bowling some very good balls. Balls are wide. And unfortunately, a good overlooking, very shaky practice. Finally, the batter got some bat in the ball and was able to rotate strike, get a single one. And that brings Avi back on strike. And I think Redhawks will want that. Redhawks will want Avi on strike. Redhawks will want him to take majority of the strike and be able to play on the interesting match. Very interesting contest. Oh, came down the pitch, wild swing, missed it.
This is the one that
Yeah, accidentally picked it up. Wonderful over here by Davinder. Again down the track and took that edge over the keeper. And with that, that brings us to the end, almost to the end. I think there's one ball left. There's still one ball left in this over, and Davinder, I want to end the over on high. Oh, another wild swing by the batsman, but missed it. Beg your pardon, that was the last ball, and this is the new over here. And the responsibility has been given to Davinder to deliver the 10 balls. 13 runs needed in 10 balls. Actually, 12 needed of 9. 12 needed of 9. And oh, another shot down the ground over there. Under pressure, but the fielder cut it off. Just one run again. I really think the batter missed out on that opportunity over there. Ooh, another edge over there. Just very unlucky for the bowler. 10 runs needed. 10 runs needed. A very interesting game over here. Hmm?
One ball 10.
What?
Abhi, don't. It's the last over always 10 balls.
No, I'm looking at the scorecard here. It says 9 runs in 1 over.
These people don't follow
Okay, that's okay. Sonu's battalions have managed to somehow win that last over and hold their nerves and win the game by only 7 runs. A good fight back by Redhawks as well. They were off to a very poor start, losing their openers early, but some exceptional batting by Kulvinder in the middle over there, scoring 37, a quick fire 37, which brought them back into the game. And then we had Harshit in there who sort of you know took in a few singles and took in a few singles and tried to get the team close, which he did manage to do, but unfortunately he wasn't able to pull through. So as you can see, it was a good end over there by Harshit with 16, and then Abi over there with 9 as well. But unfortunately, not good enough. And I actually questioned the intentions as well. I felt like they should have gone for a little more boundaries over there. But I think it was solid bowling from Sonu's battalions, which really, especially towards the end, I think the death overs, the bowlers really managed to cut down on the extras, really bowl those Yorkers, and they were able to really restrict Redhawks well before that 125 target that they had set for them. With that, I think it was a very very good game of cricket. Let's quickly also talk about the bowling effort from Sonu as well. I mean, if you look at, I think Saurav and Pradeep right from the start, they were brilliant. And then Vishnu as well, and Amrinder was really good. I think the pick of the bowlers for me, especially in the looking at the economy, was Davinder. I mean, he really did bowl well, even though Amrinder got a couple of wickets again in this game. But Davinder did really, really well, and 4 overs just for 26 runs, picked up a crucial wicket as well. So it was the pick of the bowlers for Sonu's battalion. In the end, it was a very good game, a very exciting game, and you know, Sonu's battalion ended up winning the game, and we'll be back again next week with some more interesting games of the Brampton Premier League. So join us live then. This is Zora signing off. Thank you. Bye.